Tabletop Spotlight, brought to you by Dragon's Lair Comics and Fantasy. Hey everyone, I'm AdamHarry from Bell Lost Souls with
Drake from Dragon's Lair Comics and Fantasy.
And we're back with another Tabletop Spotlight. Drake, you brought a Pathfinder adventure, huh?
Yeah, a whole adventure.
A whole adventure?
The new Curse of the Crimson Throne hardback compilation.
Nice.
Yeah.
Compilation, was this like a separate thing before? Or?
Yeah, so this was originally released as a set of 6 separate modules that in parts 1 through 6.
Okay.
You bought independently, played through as an adventure, but now, not only did they re-release those 6 modules, they also included some extra stuff, some more character options, a kind of mini condensed bestiary, a lot of depth for some of the main NPCs.
Awesome. So you just kind of filled out everything in even more detail than before.
Yeah, so significantly, it's not just those 6 modules reprinted. There's new stuff in here that wasn't previously available.
Awesome. Well, I'm very curious now about the curse here of the Curse of the Crimson Throne. So let's take a look inside the book. You ready to do this one, man?
Yeah.
This is a lot.
Yeah.
This is the Curse of the Crimson Throne, obviously.
Yeah.
From this point on, I guess we should say, spoiler alert, we are going to be flipping through some of the adventures, not all of them.
I mean, we should probably avoid the climax, but I mean,
yeah,
none of this is new. Well,
no.
I mean, none of the story part is new. Like, we've seen all these modules before. Yeah. This is a story that more than likely somebody you know has played through if you play Pathfinder.
Right.
But
it's got a lot of, there's a back book. But.
And the new stuff isn't like reveals. It's not extended. It's just more depth. Like,
if you haven't played it before and you don't want it to spoiler, don't watch the rest of this video at this point. But
if you're the DM, go ahead.
If you're the DM, you totally need to watch.
But you're the one who's going to be buying this anyway. So.
Yeah, I kind of want to use this in one of my campaigns. So it's just there's so much good info in here. That does a lot. If you're not a fan of the world building and you're a DM, you need to pick up one of these books because this will make it a lot easier.
Give you the point to find your answers.
We're talking NPCs, chapters. We're talking maps, we're talking abilities, just everything.
Magic items are all compiled here,
yeah.
Which actually I think is the best thing. This is ultimately self-contained.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like it's not going to reference some magic item that you need the other book to go look at.
Same with monsters too.
Yeah, you don't need a bestiary for this. Because they're in here too.
It's all in here. It's all self-contained. If you had a PHP player handbook and this,
you could run this adventure.
You could run the adventure.
Yeah, you don't even need DMG because it's all here.
Right. I mean, you may want a DMG. Well, it's neither here nor there. The point is self-contained. Yeah. Let's go ahead and just get started. Obviously, this is for Pathfinder from Paizo. Very, very well done. Very thick book. Here's all the layout again.
But most of it is
you've got the 6 chapters,
modules.
333 pages just to get to
the end of the modules. Yeah. Then there's another.
Yeah, 392 is when you hit the appendix. So that's a 60-page adventure.
Yeah, 300. Yeah, just that last part.
Yeah.
And then this one is like 80 something.
Yeah. You guys can do math. You can see.
Sweet God.
It's a lot.
At page 400 is where the adventure stops.
Yeah.
Then there's more stuff afterwards.
So it does give you a quick synopsis of what the adventure is about. How to use the book if you're the DM, the campaign setting, all that stuff. Book references, XP rewards.
If it refers to something for more information. B2 is the second bestiary.
Yeah, but you don't actually need those because they're in here, but if you want more information on whatever.
No. Oh, and the character hooks for the characters to tie them into the campaign.
Because that's always
appreciated.
Always, yeah. One of the things I've learned playing and also DMing is players love when you tie their character into the story somehow.
I mean,
even if it's just like
a handful if you don't.
Yeah. Just give them some kind of story hook. They're more fun, I think. It's more fun for the players.
It's more investing, and then they're actually interested in the story,
right?
Which is what the whole part of it is.
Right. We're probably going to flip through the first part here. So again, spoiler warning, we're going to go through here. We're just going to show this stuff off, but we're not going to...
This is module 1 in 3 parts in its own separate table of contents.
Yeah.
3 points in the conclusion, kind of prologue.
But we want to just show off kind of what you expect, right? So again, chapter background. Some of this, pretty much all the DM's going to read this stuff. The players probably won't need to as much.
That was a good thing. Can you flip back to that?
Yep, sure. Whoa. So, by the way, the pages are nice. I don't know what kind of material it's made out of. It's not regular paper.
Here's a quick reference level track. What level the character should be at the end of given tasks. And each module is going to have those just as a way. If you don't want to keep track of XP, this will like auto add the numbers.
Right.
So by this point,
players should be 4th level by the end of the chapter.
Yeah.
Stuff like
that. So you know when it's over, you're level 4 rather than just number crunching the whole way. Right. I love using the milestone rule like that. I do it for almost every RPG that I DM.
Yeah. I think it's to me as well. It makes way more sense instead of saying, you know,
because numbers take you out of it.
Yeah.
If nothing else.
Yeah.
And it's a surefire way that to incentivize progression through the story and the performance of like significant tasks, and cut down on like, oh, I'm like 50 XP away from level 4. I'm gonna run out into the woods and kill a dire boar by myself so I can level up.
Yeah.
Hate that.
I love that. No, I'm with Drake, 100%. I would much rather do the milestone thing when you hit certain checkpoints throughout the storyline where your characters just level up.
And this takes the guesswork out of that. So I appreciate that, the inclusion of those kinds of things.
Very good stuff. Part 1, Haunted Fortunes. It's going to introduce you to some NPCs, have cool little handouts that you can create or photocopy or whatever, give to the players. Cool little hooks like that. Little props are always fun. Has a bunch of really awesome maps all throughout the book. Just want to call that out. And again, they are square maps, so you know exactly, real quick, just how big it's going to be. So that's always appreciated too. You've got, if you are the number crunch type, it's got XP numbers here for you. It's got the CR levels as well. It's got stats, all that fun stuff you need for whoever Lamb's Lamb is. So, and then it goes on from there.
Yeah. Which these, if you don't know how to use them, adventure module.
Right. Let's do that real quick. Yeah.
So these rooms, like A1, front door. This is what they encounter while they're there. This is what you read out loud to describe it. If you want to like.
If you don't want to ad lib.
Yeah. So you like, as they approach the front door, the reek of brine and the stink of weak dead fish hang thickly in the air, etc. And that corresponds to this area. They're outside the front door.
Yeah.
And
so it's labeled.
Yes. These are all keyed to these encounters in those areas. You just flip back and forth.
So literally, if you're the DM and you have never done any world building at all, you can run the adventure word for word out of this book. You'll probably have 99% of the conversations and descriptions covered. You may have to make up a couple of things here and there.
Yeah, even then they'll give you like tips on role playing this character in the NPC block we see later on in the book.
Right. Let's keep looking around. So that's
none of that is really new. That's what you kind of come to expect from adventure books. This just puts it all in one place.
Yep.
And you don't have to have 6 different books floating around. You can have them all together. You can flip forward.
They even have a tactics thing for combat. NPCs. Like, this NPC, Giggles, is going to be in combat. So, during combat, Giggles lifts up his name, blah, 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 and what he does. So,
Chortling and snickering. And
morale. Like Giggles fights to the death.
Yeah. As a way to, like, tie together that combat from the RP, because that's another big break that a lot of people come to, is like, okay, roll initiative. Suddenly you're not playing your characters, you're playing your minis, so you're just doing the fighting, rolling, you got your numbers in front of you. This, at least specifically this part, helps you kind of tile in, like, while you, as the DM at least, to kind of set that standard.
Right.
You can talk and interact while you're fighting them with...
Right, the NPCs will follow, maybe not a script so much as just like a basic AI of how you would play this monster. It takes out some of the guesswork of like, oh, should I attack the tank or attack the damage dealer?
Would they want to do that? What is necessarily the most tactically sound thing to do might not be what the monster does.
It's not in character for the monster to do X, Y, or Z.
Not every creature that they fight is a tactical genius. Thank God.
Sharks.
But sometimes.
Never get in the water, man. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but any D&D campaign, any kind of Pathfinder campaign I've played in, stay away out of the water.
Full of krakens.
Stay out of the water.
Every port city has been destroyed at this point.
You take baths, you stay away from the ocean. Rivers and lakes, that's
Don't help singing women.
Never. Sorry, ladies. You're on your own.
It's not good. Nope. 9 times out of 10, you just get baited.
You wanna mess up the plateware and the armor and the party? Throw some water at us.
Just make them have to wade across the shallow creek.
Oh, watch them freak out. Anyway,
Queen's brooch. Look, it's a thing. This is what it looks like.
It's an item. Yeah, you can show people the pictures if you want to. Super handy. And then it goes to part 2. And again, it just goes through this like the whole adventure. We're not going to give everything away, but we're going to skip way ahead now because you get the idea.
392.
Yeah. I don't want to show off the, but you see like, there's more baddies.
And stat blocks.
Stat blocks and baddies. And I'm trying not to show
Don't
off
let
the
them
end.
see the conclusion of the adventure. Great.
We're skipping right to the appendix. By the way, Drake noticed this too. You can kind of see the breaks on the seam there.
You can't really tell on the camera, but
see there, but yeah, you
because they have like this kind of like coloration,
you can see
you can quick glance and see where each module starts in here.
Which is
I don't know if that was deliberate, but it's a handy little byproduct of the way they formatted this book.
Yeah.
So you can real quick flip back to the beginning of a given.
These pages feel like a college textbook paper to me. I don't know.
Oh.
You know what I'm talking about? Just kind of textbook paper. It's because it's so dense and it's all full color. Anyway, this is the appendix. Again, this is going to be even more information about the game world.
Yeah. Which this is what's new in this book. Yeah. These couple chapters are
this
what
is big actually
important
because this gives you even more background about the history of
suddenly this is in the
world
city, like in the middle of
nowhere.
This vacuum. This tells about the world around it. And
there's a giant, awesome city map. I love these city maps too because they make, for one, really cool maps to show your party. Two, they just add so much more. If you want to get really crazy, you could even go in and name individual streets. You could blow up the map and just have like, oh, that's the item shop over there on the corner of.
And let them like mark it, or this is the who we're staying at. I recently did basically a map that looks a lot like this for a campaign that I'm fixing to start soon.
Yeah.
And I gave them that depth, and I photocopied it a couple times and handed a copy to each of the players and let them, like, this is the map that you came across when you first came into the city. Make your notes on it. This is yours.
Also, fun thing for all you GMs out there is if you take the streets and use those as a template for your sewers, you now have an underworld map for your entire
practically the same.
Yeah, so very cool. Just want to call that out.
If they ever dive in,
never go.
They'll follow that way.
Yeah. Anyway, moving on from there. Did you have rumor sections for like, oh, do you want to just throw them like a random side mission? Let's see. I rolled a 1 through 4. The Hell Knights of blah 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 are planning to leave the city. Holy crap! Well, that could be a whole another adventure book. Yeah. So.
And suddenly halfway through this, you close it and have to improv.
Yeah. If you want
what
to.
You've done.
Yeah. We've got more maps. Again, the whole book is chock full of awesome maps. I'm trying to get
Inner Sea,
to the Harrow. Here we go.
Harrow.
This is the Harrowing deck,
which is a tarot deck.
Yeah,
in Pathfinder. It's Pathfinder's tarot deck.
Yeah,
like the Taraka deck for Chris Strahd and D&D.
Exactly, which is also pretty awesome.
Yeah.
This is also a physical product you can buy.
Yes.
But if you don't want to buy it, you can fake it.
Local gaming store.
That's true. You can totally fake it and do whatever you want. Drake and I noticed this. We were flipping through here earlier, and we saw the Rakshasa.
It was over another thing.
It's in the back, but it's going to be in here somewhere. Yeah, it's got to be.
There it is.
Okay, so look.
That's a crocodile.
Pathfinder, we love you guys. Paizo, that's a crocodile. Rakshasas are like lion people.
Broken wrist, Tiger Man.
Yeah.
Shapeshifters, granted, but
that is not a cat. That is a crocodile,
that
sir.
Is a lizard dinosaur thing.
He is a very dapper crocodile, though.
Suave as the devil.
But not a Rakshasa.
But not a devil.
Touche.
Or demon.
Touche.
I
think they're lawful. So
they're outsiders. That's all that matters.
Point is,
some kind of outsider.
We're getting distracted. Not a cat person. That is an alligator man, crocodile man. So, look, just saying, some things don't change.
I do like this.
But it's very cool. The Harrow deck. It just keeps going. There's a rabbit prince apparently.
I don't know how he ties it.
More appendix. This is going to be
which I think
magic
is a disease.
Items.
This is the magic items, cool. But the blood and pain bit. I think this
disease, contact or injury, fortitude 16, blah 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 blah.
So these are based. This is your curses and your illnesses that they might run into.
Equipment and magic.
The important stuff that you'll need in the adventure. If you want to throw them other stuff, you might need something else. But what you need is all here.
If you want to be Vampire Hunter D, instead of having a face, you can have an eyeball.
Blam.
Third eye, just saying.
And then the
NPC Codex. Holy crap.
There's a lot, actually.
There's probably more. I think there's another page, maybe? No, there's not. But
that's a Rakshasa.
That is definitely... No, his hands are... Are they backwards? No, they're not backwards.
They're upside down.
They are upside down. They are upside down.
He's got his right hand on his left arm. And So that's a Rakshasa. They know what it is.
They know what a Rakshasa is. Come on.
Whoever's tarot deck that is living in ignorance, though.
Yeah. I mean, it was a dapper crocodile. I'll give him points for that.
Oh, great.
But I'm definitely taking points away because it wasn't a cat man. So.
Or have it.
Anyway,
flip hands.
All the page numbers listed out here for any NPC. Quick reference.
This is cool. And if you look up the name, like, who the heck is Castathrain? And you're like, oh, it's a skeleton warrior spirit anchored in Scarwald. Because that means something to you if you know the adventure, I assume.
Exactly. And on top of that, we have more key
Stat
NPCs, stat blocks, and all that fun stuff listed throughout the rest of the section.
Important stuff.
Which is Blackjack. That's pretty cool looking. I don't know if he's a good guy or bad guy. Probably bad guy. A bestiary. Of course, this is a bestiary because there's no A. Oh. It's not a bestiary.
Thank
bestiary.
God for these encounter tables.
Right?
I love these.
Okay, first off.
I build them for myself, but it's so nice when they have somebody else for them.
Random encounter tables.
Yeah.
Awesome. Where you're at has a random encounter table for each section. Even better.
Great.
They have got a
even like within the city.
Yeah.
Sewers, street, shingles, which I think is like some section of the city.
Maybe the roofs.
The roofs, maybe.
The roofs are on fire.
That's kind of weird.
I don't know. But you get it. You got a whole crap load of random encounters. So you can have your party roll those checks to see if they make it through the wilderness without fighting anybody. If they fail, haha, it's party time.
Adult Red Dragon.
Boom,
like
that time. And then we've got more stat blocks.
Which I think most of those things aren't going to be included in here. So if you're using that and you roll,
right?
Yeah, it's Adult Red Dragon. That's not going to have a
well,
stat block.
Actually, it's not. But let me just back up real quick. Like, it's actually got
and it tells
where
you
to find them.
Yeah, what page it is in what book. If you want to just like Google it or something.
Yeah, I don't know.
No, buy the books. Come on.
Yeah. But you can also pick up the Haro deck, which again.
Oh look, this is not Rakshasa.
Is he? I don't know.
It's the crocodile man, dapper little crocodile man with
He's a dapper man. Oh well, it's weird.
Who knows what's going on here?
Very cool campaign. A lot of
that's a
heavy tune.
Big dump.
Very good stuff. Curse of the Crimson Throne. I like it.
I'm glad that they're doing this. I would rather them do more of this than just put out a 60 to 80 page module book so frequently. I'd be okay if they just went straight to these.
Yeah, I can see either way, just depending, because...
I mean, that said, it is a little bit prohibitive just with how much it costs to bind it this way. I understand not wanting to do that. Though, I will say, those modules are, I think, like $20 a piece.
It's true.
Something like that. 15
6
to 20
of them.
ish. I think there's 6 of them in here.
And we'll talk about price point in a minute, but
this is like less than half of that for more.
Yeah.
So
on the flip side, you got to wait for them to do this
once
versus doing them if you have a game. You know,
there's options. Curse of Crimson Throne, they're already all out there.
Yeah.
Rather than try to track down each one individually, you just get this. They'll probably do this for the other big ones too. Like,
I hope so.
I feel like that's a kind of a given. They'll do one for Iron Gods, Wrath of the Righteous Mummy's Mask. We'll be seeing those for the...
They should, because these are awesome.
I mean, not confirmed or anything, but I feel like it's inevitable.
It's kind of a no-brainer move on their part to do this.
Yeah, like they set this precedent. It'd be so strange for them to just do this one. So I'm looking forward to seeing a bunch more, including, but not limited to, eventually. What's the one going on right now? Not Shattered Star, Dark Realm. What?
You lost me.
The Cthulhu one that they're doing.
Oh yeah, the star. Oh crap. We'll figure it out. I know exactly what you're talking about, and I'm gonna hit myself for later.
The current ongoing one that's Lovecraftian themed. I love that stuff. So
Drake's a big Lovecraft fan.
Oh yeah.
I am too though.
So we'll be seeing that soon. Also, Iron Gods would be cool.
Totally.
To see like those appendices for that kind of supplement.
Yeah.
Setting,
I really like the
Wrath
of the Righteous because I also have the
that's a cool one too.
Adventure card game I just picked up too. Got all those sets.
Oh, the big box.
The big box of those.
Big box board game.
Which is fun. That one's the card game Adventure. But that one. But anyway, I just did one of those with Evan the other week. So anyway, point is, really cool stuff. Let's hop out for a really fast recap.
Sure.
So that was Curse of the Crimson Throne. Very comprehensive adventure path book for Pathfinder.
It was a compilation. See?
Yeah, compilation. I like it. No, it was very cool stuff in there. Let's run some numbers on it real quick because I feel like we covered everything pretty well.
Yeah. For sure.
So real fast, what's the price point on this one?
This is $59.99.
Right.
Which, like we said, the individual modules, which usually are in softback, 15 to 20, I think, ish. So
you do the math
as
at home,
far as what you're getting,
much better deal.
you're getting it for almost half, and then some, a lot more as far as the world building, background, extra resources. This is awesome.
It's all consolidated in one place. You're ready to roll. If you are an inexperienced game master or DM, go pick up one of these.
Friend.
Yeah, one of these books will show you what a proper kind of campaign system and structure looks like.
All the way through, and
world building,
which is the upside.
Encounters, everything you need to know how to DM, you can learn by studying one of these books. And if you're already running a game and you're maybe short of ideas, or you're just like, man, I didn't have time to do it.
Flip to a random module and like pull an encounter out.
Bingo.
Like they don't have to be tied into the whole thing.
No,
you can just go grab that fishery out of part 1 and be like, you walk into a seedy place. This is what you find. You run it as is and let it tie itself in.
Yeah.
That's usually why I use pre-gen adventures. Not to run the whole adventure, but to go,
I need a break this week.
I like
Real
this
life was
dungeon.
very busy. That's why I run them, is like, I need a break this week. Didn't have time to come up with a full adventure, but I really like this module and I've been sitting on it. I really want to run it. Boom, pull it out, do it.
Yeah.
So, and it just helps tie in, because they're so well fleshed out. You've got just a plethora to pull from of cool stuff. So
For sure.
Anyway, that's the Pathfinder, the new one, the Adventure Path for
Obviously by Paizo.
Right. Curse of the Crimson Throne. It's in stores right now.
Yep.
Go check it out. I'm AdamHarry from Bella Souls.
And I'm Drake with Dragon Star Comics and Fantasy.
Thanks again for watching. Have a good one. Tabletop Spotlight brought to you by Dragon's Lair Comics and Fantasy. Thanks for watching.